101 with Lynch and Taco.
Yeah, this would be Orlando's rock station, 101.1 WJRR. Station where you can rock the bank 13 times each weekday and maybe snag yourself $1,000.
Yeah, Alice won during our show the other day on Monday, and then the following day, yesterday, Albert won. Albert from South Daytona. So grab your $1,000. We get that first keyword out right around 9:05.
You're entering them each hour at WJRR.com in the Rock the Bank contest box that pops up when you visit our website during contest hours.
You know, now that I think about it, Alice and Albert both won on Monday. So get your $1,000 today, courtesy of WJRR.
Apparently had to have a first name that starts with A to win on Monday.
I guess we're going with C today. So.
All right. Talked a few minutes ago when we were saying Idiotology was coming up that every now and then you might get a call to your phone that indicates it's incoming from a jail.
We accept a call from
Robert Smith.
Wait, from The Cure?
Why does it say that even if they're calling from inside the same area code? Why are there charges?
I don't know if that's changed from back in the day. Luckily, knock on wood, it's been a while. I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
The call that I had to make was, Sing Sing. There wasn't even any calls. That was just straight to the big one. But the call that I had to make in high school was from...
Were you ever put in isolation at Sing Sing?
Of course.
But thrown in the hole.
I was caught with a fresh batch of Rat Peach wine, and they threw it at me. They were like, "You're gone. Come over here." But no, the one call that I recollect was just a regular phone call, like from this, calling my parents and saying we were at a party. We weren't drinking. It was others, and we stayed around because we did. Honestly, we stayed around instead of like hauling ass. We knew we were busted. And said, "Yeah, you have to come pick me up because I'm not 18 yet." But that was just from a regular phone. It wasn't from the, "Hey, you have a call coming in from Bobby."
Well, jails now are keeping up with technology, and not only can you do the traditional jailhouse calls,
text,
video calls in some instances are permitted. Texas, one of those states where that happens. Now, keep in mind, calls from inside jails are monitored.
Yeah.
That apparently includes video calls as well, as a Texas woman, 43-year-old, found out shortly after she completed her video call with whoever it was she was talking to in the big house.
Were they doing some freak?
She was enjoying smoking some meth while on the video call to her loved one or confidant in jail.
Wonderful.
So they decided to pay her a visit. Her name's Jessica Wolf. She's 43. She looks like she's 73.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how meth will do that to you.
Yeah, a stash of drugs, a gun. She's a convicted felon, so now the charges are piling up. And she won't have to make video phone calls anymore because she'll be right there in the lockup, I guess, with them.
All that because she accepted the call. You could have just looked down and say, "Oh, Dawn's calling me." No, I know what this is. This is a trouble call, and it says on there, something to do with jail.
I wonder if she was just, trolling whoever she was having the video conference call with, because she's out in the free world.
Look at what I'm doing while you're in there eating bologna.
Some meth going here.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. All right. Some new research indicates that frequent pornography use does not always indicate a problem. That's from the International Journal of Sexual Health in a published research study that was just put out there for you to try to consider. The traditional thinking was, if you're constantly looking at porn, clearly you've got issues.
You're going to get hair on your palms. Or remember that back in the day.
Right. Exactly.
Don't, it's ever going to stop some youngster from jerking it. oh my gosh, if you do that too much, you're going to get hair on your palms. They don't care. All they want's hair.
The study provides evidence that viewing pornography for enjoyment or curiosity is linked to adaptive sexual functioning, while viewing it to here's the part that they say is a problem. If you're viewing it to cope with stress, that's associated with problematic use and emotional withdrawal. These findings challenge the common assumption that frequent pornography consumption is inherently harmful. I just want to point something out here. Maybe this is Captain Obvious, but I think the use of pornography is much more prevalent than we'll ever know, because this isn't something someone usually openly talks about with anyone.
Yeah.
Couple that with the sheer volume of pornographic material that's available and churned out on a daily, round-the-clock basis, there's obviously a huge appetite for it.
Also, when you say that it's not healthy to get rid of stress, isn't it possibly a little healthier to get rid of stress with porn than it is with, I don't know, a pack of smokes? Probably. So settle down, yeah. Told them.
I always want to ask the people who are so uptight about porn. So what time do you, or what kind do you watch when you watch? Well, I don't watch. Yes, you do. Tell me that. So don't feel so guilty if you're doing it to relieve stress. Of course.
Well, then you're supposed to feel guilty, they're saying.
I don't know.
I give
man.
up. I need to go.
I need
to go right now. I'm stressing out.
I think you're going to appreciate this. A Staten Island, New York public restroom has won a prestigious architecture award.
Something to do with their urinal.
Boy, what does this have to say about the architecture in Staten Island? It is basically a public restroom that is at a public park in Staten Island that they're heaping praises on for its architectural design and modular form that is going to be blueprinted for future New York City facilities. It's basically a jazzed up storage container with toilets in it.
Like one of those cargo things?
Yeah, it's several of those.
Okay.
It looks like, modular in design and, painted to look nice and whatnot. And they're like saying this is a great idea and low-cost alternative to the bathroom or lack thereof facilities in many places in New York City in the surrounding area.
Does it keep out Javier and the sickos? That's what you need to know when you hear the words bathroom park. All it sounds like is when you have the portalets at a concert or event, and then you have the VIP one, which is just basically, Pat, think about VIP at Earth Day Birthday. It's a storage container.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With AC in there, just blowing around the smelly air.
So that's basically the design. It's an updated,
it's a bathroom.
The updated brick bathroom, for circa 2026.
Just keep Javier and the toe tappers out of there so we can just go in peace and not have to worry about somebody, hanging a video camera up underneath. Yeah.
Station 1011